welcome to the Haven Wildcat Podcast. I am your host for today. Your, I guess, replacement host. Wouldn't you say that, Zeke?
Yeah.
Your replacement host for today, Mr. Paul Clements. I am the speech, debate, and forensics teacher here at Haven High School. So yes, hooray! You get to see my lovely face for the first time ever. And of course, with me here is Zeke Buglin. That is how you pronounce it, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I always wanted to make sure and double check. Alex Weishauer right now, he's currently in a audition, so he'll be back when he gets the chance. So you may notice a couple of things here. Number one, it took us 2 months to get a podcast episode out. So the big thing is that we've had a few different projects that we had to take care of. With Haven High School and the and District 312 or USD 312. So yeah, and those projects will be public here soon. So yeah, just had to get a few things done, a few things taken care of. Kind of took from our time as podcasters, but that's all right though. We're back. We're back once again for one more episode. It's like hooray, we're back. You may also notice another big change. We are missing people today, not due to sickness or anything. Nicole Smith and Easton Radsliff, our former host, they were both seniors and they graduated last weekend. So we congratulate them and we wish them very well on their future endeavors, whatever they decide to do in the future. I think they wanted to go to college, did they not? So yeah. Today's podcast, we do have sort of a theme. It's just kind of all over the place a little bit, just more of like a recap of the school year and looking forward to the summer. Zeke, I don't know about you, but I've been counting down since January for the summertime. Okay. I mean, I love my job and all that, but it's, sometimes you just start counting down to beautiful days, beautiful weather, and then look forward to the future. What about you, Zeke?
I mean, I started counting down when school first started. So.
Day 185 days left of the school year, right on day one, huh? So what are you looking forward to in the summer?
Looking forward to going to the lake every weekend or when I'm off work.
Which lake are you going to?
There's a private lake in Burton.
Oh.
We have a membership at.
Oh, nice. Nice. Like, how private is this? Like, are they not even on Google Maps or anything like that?
No, it is. It's just not. It's the Hutchinson Water Sports Club.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So you get to do some skiing, some wakeboarding and all that. Yeah. What do you like the best to do out there?
Probably got to be fishing.
Fishing? Oh, that's good. It's a nice, relaxing thing. I used to do that with my dad, too. So
yeah.
That and golfing.
Yeah, we like to take kayaks out and just cruise around and go fish.
Nice. Do you catch anything big over there?
My cousin, about 2 weeks ago, caught an 8-pound bass.
Oh, wow. That's
while
huge.
we were on kayaks, and it was pulling him around.
I can just picture it just like on the boat. It's like zzz. The only thing I've ever caught was a catfish in a catfish pond. So, and I think it was right around 8 pounds. So 8 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fish there. So you're gonna go over there every weekend then? Good. Yeah, although probably right now the water level's pretty high up there, isn't it?
It is really high. We went and fished last night.
Oh, yeah?
The fish just aren't biting.
That's because the water level went higher. The fish just stayed right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. For me, I like the outdoors myself. So got a couple camping trips and stuff like that to do myself. So it's and then I'm going to be back in here all summer or most of the summer working on forensics and debate and all that. So if you're a Haven student and you like arguing with people, join debate. That's all I have to say there. All right. Well, yeah, summer's coming up. Lots of rain in the last few days, last few weeks. A little bit of flooding. We actually had to cancel school one day, didn't we? Yeah, I never thought that you could cancel school without snow, but if you live close to the Arkansas River or Arkansas River, you know it does close.
Or if you live on any dirt roads, most likely they're underwater.
Yeah, although it's nice out today, though.
The day that we didn't have school, we went around and drove through the water and all that, and then we went and we thought it'd be a good idea to wakeboard in the ditch. And it worked, so.
What is it that I've always said, Zeke? Just be smart. Don't get yourself hurt. So, yeah, and I mean, that particular day was one of many days that we've had actually canceled this school year. Thank goodness they have a few snow days built in. So it's been an interesting winter, to say the least. And it's been an interesting school year, to say the least, too. So I know for me, this is my first year, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. I mean, one of the biggest highlights was we got to start a podcast, and we moved up to from audio only to video. So how'd you like being on the podcast this year?
It was pretty fun. I just don't prefer to be on it, but when it comes to the worst, yeah, I don't care.
And you guys have seen Zeke on there. Sometimes he's right on frame. Sometimes we don't get the frame perfectly centered, and
which is fine by me.
It's a classroom. We're learning, right? So what are some of your highlights out of this school year?
Definitely the podcast with Easton being the host, and it was always a good laugh.
Yeah. I mean, the podcast has opened up a lot of good things too. I think we wouldn't have gotten to know Mr. Moore so much if we didn't have him. Hint, hint, he was supposed to be here today, but meetings and all that. It's the end of the school year after all, so we give him a pass on that. Plus, he's been here once a month, every month, so yeah. Speaking of members and all of that, here comes Alex Weishar. So come on, join us, Alex. Huh?
Hello, welcome to the start of the podcast.
You're a little late.
Yeah, we've already started the podcast here. We'll do a jump cut. He'll immediately enter onto the thing right now. So we're talking about Zeke and I were talking about some of our summer plans and all that. Do you have any big plans for the summer?
I'm going to be getting a different job.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be at the place, since I'm turning 18, it's going to be at the...
Were you what?
What?
Were your... Oh, your aunt.
My aunt.
Oh, okay, where your aunt works. Okay. Yeah. Well, so what place is that?
It's like a call center type place.
Ah, okay.
You should know all about those.
Yes. Those are fun. Those are a lot of fun. Let me just say that I love teaching. So what's the call center? So that way, if anybody watching wants to call in and complain to you directly about how we do. So you're starting over there. That means that you have finished up over at Carriage Crossing, huh?
I don't know. I still have to get the job first.
Oh, okay. So you don't know yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want pies from Alex, hurry. So, all right. Yeah, we talked about summer plans. We're also talking about some of our highlights of this school year. Zeke and I have both said that that the podcast has been one of the bigger highlights here. So, what's one of your big highlights out of this entire school year?
Choir.
Choir. Yeah, you guys had encore last weekend, didn't you? How was that?
It was pretty good. We didn't have as many people as we thought we would, just because people were getting sick and had other things. But we still get a good job. We still did a good job, I think.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Did you guys fill up the house pretty well?
Yeah, I think both shows we were pretty good.
Yeah. See, I think I saw. I mean, like when I came in on Saturday. Disclaimer: I did not get to see the show, but I would assume that it was really good, just based on my room being right next to King's room and hearing you guys every single day for 2 months. I had that what was it? Hooked on a Feeling stuck in my head for 3 days. And then Can't Stop Me Now was also stuck in there as well. So
Stop me now.
I'm having such a good time.
Yes.
And it's back.
Why didn't you guys do Bicycle? I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. That's also Queen. All right. So from what I saw, it looked like that you guys had quite a few people in, and the crowd was fairly reactive. So that's good.
Yep.
That's good. What other memories do you guys have from this year?
Going out and filming for the district video.
Yes, that's the project that we were talking about.
Plenty of drone crashes. Especially when it screams.
This is why I don't fly the drone anymore.
It just
Hey, there were those times where, what was it, when we landed the drone the first few times and then all of a sudden all the props fly off. But we did get some really nice drone shots though. So, what other highlights did you guys have as well?
I don't know. I'd say it was a pretty good year overall.
Yeah. I agree. It was a good year. We started off with fall. We had homecoming. We talked about that a little bit in an early podcast episode where we didn't have a video.
back in the 1800s.
Alexander Graham Bell calling in saying, "Hey, assistant, can you hear me?" Wildcat Day, that was a big one. Lots of painting for you guys.
No,
Hmm?
I didn't paint.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, lots of work for you guys, not just painting, though.
I was in the group that went down to the Haven Park and cleaned up the bathrooms.
Nice.
We found a dead bird.
Okay. What kind of bird?
I don't know. I think it was a bluebird. I don't know.
The kind that flies.
Yeah. There was a-
I mean, well, that's not an obvious thing, though. There are birds that don't fly.
But it is the kind of bird that did fly.
Okay.
Did
fly at one point.
I mean, like, it could have been a penguin.
And it was right after we had all that rain the first time. So both bathrooms were pretty flooded.
Ugh.
That was fun.
Sounds rough.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of the baseball games. Yeah.
What did your group do? Did you have a group?
They were over at I think the preschool, and they did the Foursquare over there, I think.
You got an easy job.
It was completely like your guys' choices as advisors.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't your guys' choice? Oh.
For us, it was. We painted the paw prints in the parking lot and the sidewalk, and then did the ticket booth.
Wait, which ticket booth?
The
Football one.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
There was a lot of painting.
My kids did a lot of painting over, actually, it was preschool and partially the elementary school as well. So, how well they did, I only have to go off of hearsay. No jokes? No? Oh, yeah, Easton would be the one that would come up
Yeah.
with the joke about me going off and doing a debate that day. So that was a big thing for the fall. Wildcat Day was a huge one. I think right after that we had parent teacher conferences. Let's see, basketball started. After that, we had great basketball season for both our boys and girls. Although they both ended a little short in sub-state. And then debate, and then it was Christmas. So did you guys have any big memories from last semester, from first semester?
Passed all my classes.
No, there you go.
That was my big memory.
Just see the report card. I passed.
Yeah. That was pretty much it, my first 2 hours.
What about you, Zeke?
No, not really.
It's just all a blur. All right, and then what was it? We went through the winter. Started on the video podcasts. Had Substate. Had League Forensics. What else did we have this semester as well? There were some big events, weren't there? Snow, and snow.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of water.
And a lot of water.
Especially recently.
Yep, it rained last night too, so.
I don't remember.
Never.
I don't remember that.
Well, it rained over in Wichita, so.
In Hutch.
There you go. Track and tennis, do we know anything about track and tennis or anything like that? Yeah.
Nope.
They run.
Yeah. One of them hits the tennis balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wildcat Field Day.
Never happened.
That was part of the.
Rest in peace.
Well, no, we're doing it though next year.
In the arms of an angel.
Wildcat Flood Day.
Yes.
That was the next week. That was last week.
That was last Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yep.
Isn't it because both in and out roads of Haven were flooded?
Yes.
Except for 96. I came here. I got here. I didn't know that it was a flood day.
And then when you got here, nobody here. I was like, where is everybody?
I saw Mr. Smith, the janitor, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Are we not working today?" "No, class was canceled." And I'm like, "Oh, that explains why the parking lots were empty."
And then he went home.
Then I picked up a few things and then I went home.
I could have made it here.
I could have made it here too.
I went through water that, okay, it kind of started coming in my doors, but that's okay.
State forensics, that was a hoot. That's one of my big memories. So
Yeah, you're the forensics teacher.
yes, and we took home medals. So, well, okay, we took home medals for Lincoln Douglas debates. So, so yeah, and now as a forensics and debate teacher, I'm also working on getting stuff ready for next year. We've got tournaments, so if you want to judge, come and see my students. Come see my kids. They'll have judges forms for you and all that. So
We're sorry this part of the podcast just corrupted. Sorry.
But you know what? I'm also the digital media teacher. So I mean, that's why they see my face now.
They get to see you instead of just hearing your voice.
Yes, I was. What was I for the longest time this semester?
Ex-ghost producer.
The ex-ghost producer.
What?
Here's finally the ex-ghost producer of the Wildcat Podcast.
Back and in the flesh.
Yeah.
Yes, hooray!
No longer a ghostly voice.
Ooh, that all started when we had Thomas time, the one and only Thomas time that we had this year. So because I think there was something about her being producer or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was producer, then she left us. Wasn't that first semester when we had actual people?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we had actual people, but we didn't have a video camera. We didn't work the video camera that time.
But we had people showing up to our podcast.
Oh well, yes.
Yeah.
It's the end of the school year. He's gonna like zoom right into the
I'm just gonna have it cropped right here.
Just go like, yeah, and it's just gonna be like super huge on the gain on that.
Just like what I did for Easton. Insert that here.
Just insert Easton's face, yeah, right there.
Just have like a splits, just like one frame of Easton's face.
But we did have a lot of people come on the podcast this semester too. We had the senior memories, so that was a nice deal.
People still didn't show up for that either.
I'm trying to come with the positives of like why we had it. Let's just go back to the audio podcast format.
Okay.
Goodbye.
People still won't show up.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Yeah, so lots of big things happened this year. I think the podcast has been a big positive. So we revolve right back to that. Go back to quizzes.
Well, we kind of had a podcast in previous years, but it was kind of more like Wildcat News.
Yeah. But this one, you guys did news, and you guys did talk about some of the things that you as students were interested in, and so, right?
But now it's towards the end of the year, and no one's interested in anything
Except going
school
home.
getting out.
Yeah. Except school getting out and us not having to be here for 4 months.
3 months.
Whatever, close enough.
4 months is all the way in October.
Just say 4. That way it sounds good.
You guys will be gone for an entire year.
Okay.
If a year was only 3 months in length, how about a quarter of a year?
Close enough.
All right, we've got. There's so much to tackle in this episode of the podcast now that we're not going to be able to go through Father's Day. We're not going to be able to go through
My birthday.
through your birthday, whenever that is. We're not going to be able to go through July 4th, aka Summer New Year, or Summer Christmas, whichever one you want to go with. And then we'll have the start of the school year. What?
First day back. Okay, podcast time.
Yeah, first episode. Boom. All right.
Record like 50 episodes just to...
Yes, we recorded this episode back on August 28th. I just changed shirts every single time.
Yeah. Brought like 80 shirts to school.
Just on like one particular day. It's like we're all Swamis here. We knew Substate was happening beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of next year, what are some of the things that you guys are looking forward to next year? You're going to be a junior, right? No, you're going to be a senior. You're going to be a junior. So, what are some of the things that you guys are looking forward to besides getting out of school a week early?
Digital media next year.
I don't look that far ahead.
Don't look that far ahead.
He lives 1 second at a time.
In the moment. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play some here. Join Corral. We need people. Thank you. Goodbye.
If you were wondering why we had a jump cut, that no.
Yeah, I'm the editor. I control the jump cuts.
Oh man. Yeah. So next year. So a couple things that I do want to announce in accordance to next year. These guys already know. Some of the teachers already know. Some of the students already know that. So I mean, I guess it's just a public announcement for formality's sake. Huh?
No what?
Live streams.
Oh.
Okay, maybe Zeke doesn't know. Next year, the plan is there in the past there's been an issue in trying to get Haven home football and basketball games on radio, and baseball as well and softball. And so the plan is, and now of course it's not 100% official, but the plan is that this summer, we'll be looking through all our video equipment, see what we need, see what we can do, and see what we need to buy, and do some live streaming. So, and I believe we could be able to do live streaming on here on YouTube. So, there's a few things that we need to take a look at, but once we get more information, once we get more details on how to do it and what we can do, we'll get that for you. So, look forward to that live streaming Quiz Bowl as well. No, I don't know if we can be able to live stream Quiz Bowl. Could we?
I've never gone to Quiz Bowl, so I don't know.
All right, thank you guys for your input on that.
You're talking to us here.
I think the only things that we wouldn't be able to live stream are concerts and plays and all that. So because those are copyrighted materials, but we know that there's a lot of people who would love to go to football games, basketball games, baseball games, volleyball. While we wouldn't be able to do every single event, we can get at least the bigger and more important. They're all important. The bigger things, for us or out of the school for you guys to be able to watch on YouTube. I remember. What was it? There was one particular day where I went home and I wanted to know how a basketball game was going, and I had to frantically search everywhere to get it. So it's just going to be easier this way. We'll have our own commentators and all that. There's a lot of planning on this. So what do you guys think about that? Hearing that?
Sleeps.
Oh my God. What about you, Zeke?
Kind of got lost after the first word, but
Live streaming?
It sounds
Sports?
yeah.
Sounds cool. All right. So good. Well, so
I'm the tallest in the frame.
now they can't tell. I think it's been a wonderful year. We'll have more people in here. I just want to see what he's like, how far he's going to go.
I just see you slowly zooming out of frame.
We've lost Zeke for the next 5 minutes.
See,
I guess we're gonna have to get like a Snapchat feature or something, or a Twitter feature on ours. But thank you guys for watching all year long. Even though we haven't been
here all year long.
Yeah. District videos and all that, they we had those, they did take precedent, but we're glad that we got those done and out of the way, and we'll edit those as we go on, just in case Mr. Weedle's watching. We loved the challenge and the joy of being able to film around the district. I know for me, I got to learn a lot, so. We never did get that the compilation of all your sneezes, did we?
Yeah. Goes back through every podcast, just achoo, 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 achoo.
We'll have to put it to like some kind of theme for next year or something like that.
Choo, 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 choo.
Chair just magically disappeared. Anyways, so it's been fun. We thank you guys for watching. This is the Haven Wildcat Podcast. We'll be back again next year, starting August, September, somewhere around there, whenever whenever we get the feel for it and all that. So thank you guys. And it will be, I'm going to give Alex the outro on this one.
Who's the new ghost now?
What was I supposed to do? Outro?
Da 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 da. Bye.